If you've clicked on this video, then you're probably also struggling with growing your chest. And in my case, since I started working out, I've had trouble growing my chest, most likely due to genetic limitations. However, I still found out how I can grow my chest. So I would like to share my experience with you. So let's just get straight into it. Alright, so as usual, I like to begin my workouts with warming up my shoulders. So I just start out with doing some external rotations, warming up my rotator cuffs. And it is important to warm up your shoulders simply because of injuries, and only injuries, but also your shoulder mobility and flexibility, which may short-term wise not be a problem. However, long-term, the more you grow, the stronger you become, and the more weights you push, it will affect your mobility and your flexibility, which may lead to injuries. And if you have tried it before, you will know that having a shoulder injury is really not good. It makes your everyday life, even like simple things, makes it more challenging. So you would want to avoid shoulder injuries as best as you can. Alright, first up is the Smith machine incline bench press. I like to start out with this exercise simply because of the more stabilized movement compared to free weights. Usually I like to switch up the exercises and have variation, but this time I'm just starting out quite light with just the boards, still doing one warm-up set here, really light, just to get the blood flow. And this exercise for me I have a really good relationship with, which sounds quite funny, but it is the controlled movement which you gain from this, and the fact that you can focus more on building the chest rather than involving the triceps and the shoulders, simply because you don't involve the stabilizers muscles compared to, let's say, you're doing a free weights incline press, whether it's the dumbbells or the barbell. Basically you just have to push the weight up in one direction, so you don't have to try to keep the weight stable. And also, generally speaking, it is safer to use Smith machine over free weights. I like to pretty much go to failure when I'm using a Smith machine, simply because if I'm just losing strength, I don't have anything left, I can just rack it, so I don't need to really be worried about injuries or just failing. I like to do low incline on this. You can set it up higher, do a more of a high incline. However, I do not recommend that, especially if you are a new beginner, simply because you're going to put more strain on your front delts, which is already one of the main factors in the chest exercises that most people do. What the main focus here is the chest. Alright, for the second exercise, we do the one arm machine chest press. Now, this is not necessary, however, this is something I like to do once in a while, just to try to build up my symmetry and proportions. So let's say you have an asymmetrical body part, not just the chest, but any muscle group. You can do this unilaterally, which means that you focus on one side, then you switch to the other. In this way you can build up the weaker part of your body, or the weaker side of your body by isolating it. And as you can see here, I am leaning slightly to the side. In this way I get the best squeeze or contraction as possible, and I put all my focus on that body part, and in this way I can build it up. And for a couple of years my left side was actually my weaker side, my left shoulder and my left chest. So I started doing this unilaterally, and in this way I built up the strength there, so now they're proportional. So we do 2 sets here and we go to the failure on the last one. Usually I do say the main focus should be the intensity, so whether you go to failure with a drop set or you just go to failure by going heavy on the last set, it is equally fine. As long as you have intensity in your workout, you're going to see growth. And as for the last exercise, we will be doing the sitting cable flies. Now, I don't know about you, but for me this is a unique exercise, which is something I don't see in gyms that many often. It is quite interesting. You're doing the cable flies while sitting down, and this is excellent since you cannot cheat or swing. You cannot basically involve other muscle groups to take over. You cannot go heavy on this exercise, so in this way you're just almost fully isolating the chest and getting a really good pump. So this is why I really like this exercise. Now, of course, you can just grab a bench and do the cable flies while laying on it, or you just use a machine, pec deck machine or cable fly machine. However, this gives a bit of a different feeling. It's the benefit of doing the cable flies over, let's say, free weights, is that you use free weights. Let's say you do dumbbell flies, you use the tension at the top. Now, that's not really the case with this exercise, and this is a really good exercise to target the chest, and even more isolating than the, let's say, the bench press. So this is a really good finisher. This is something I like to finish the chest workout with, and with this I just do as many reps as possible. You typically between 12 and 15, and for this you don't need to go so heavy. Just keep it quite light and just get a good stretch and a good range of motion. Alright, and that was it for the chest workout. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to see more videos like this, please comment, like and subscribe. Give this workout a try and let me know how you feel about it. See you in the next one.